Hi, I'm going to read Toasting Up Trouble by Linda Wiken. You know it doesn't count if you eat a truffle on a Friday, calorie-wise that is, especially if it's the first Friday of the month. J.J. Tanner grinned at her friend and colleague, Sky Drake, then popped the chilly dark chocolate truffle into her mouth. She closed her eyes as she chewed and finished it off with a long sigh. What about eating 2 truffles? Don't push it, Sky answered, laughing. So tell me, what do you think? Aren't they to die for? Oh yeah, I'd go for it, Sky. I think we could work these into any event, and I like the idea that we'd be the exclusive distributor for the truffles. And maybe as part of this new venture, she'll keep us in our own personal supply. Sky slid out from behind her desk at Make It Happen, the event planning business she owned, and struck a goddess pose. You think this body needs any more calories? She looked down at herself and smirked. Not likely. You, on the other hand, my slender young nymph, are welcome to my share if this comes to pass. Young, JJ sniffed. I do recall us being classmates at Champlain College, and it wasn't yesterday, you know. Are you finding it more difficult to remember things these days? She flashed a grin. Anyway, happy to help, as always. So this means the corporate bash is wrapped up. As ready to go as it will be. Saturday night is my big event, and I'll be relieved when it's over. It doesn't matter how many years I've worked as an event planner, I always hold my breath until cleanup begins. How is your Italian princess party coming along? Sky hefted a hip and sat on the edge of her desk and folded her arms across her chest. She wore her long blonde hair up in a chignon on days when she had meetings with clients. Today was one of those days. JJ sighed. I'm excited about it. The Italian part of the theme is a done deal. After all, what else would it be when the sweet 21-year-old-to-be is of Italian heritage? And I think the princess is delighted with my suggestion of making it an Italian designer delight. Everyone invited is being asked to carry or wear in some manner an Italian designer item. Angelica Portovino wants to be a fashion designer herself, you know. She's a very fashion-conscious gal, even though her purchases are far out of line with most 21-year-olds I know. But with a wealthy Italian dad who's to making it big in technology, the sky's the limit, so to speak. You've been waiting to use that one, haven't you? Absolutely. Seriously, it will all come together once I have the replacement caterer and menu wrapped up. Who's at the top of your list? Someone in my book club suggested Antonio Marcotti. She was at an event he catered last year, and she's eaten at his restaurant several times since then. She says the guy's a marvel with food. Italian, of course. Is he the one who owns the place on Lakeshore Drive? Yep. Bella Luna. I was pleased that he did agree to take on the job when I phoned him earlier this week. It's such short notice, but when I'd filled him in on the theme along with a couple of food requests from the client and the budget, he said it all sounded fine. Actually, I think the name of the client was the major selling point. We have a meeting on Monday afternoon to go over the menu. Sounds like a good fit. And talk about lucky. Think about it. If the original caterer had been even 1 week later in giving notice, you might have been up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Don't I know it? JJ looked at the clock that hung above the credenza that doubled as a coffee station. She started to tidy her desk. I really can't believe Marcotti is able to fit this event in at such short notice. I take that as a good omen. And what about your own personal food dilemma? You mean the one where I have to come up with a cookbook and then choose an entree from it and furthermore actually prepare it for the culinary capers? My second hosting of the dinner club? That would be the one. I don't have anything in mind yet, but I'm on it. I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't point out that it's been nearly a week since the last dinner club evening. That's right, isn't it? 1 week on Sunday. Sky peered over the red frames of her reading glasses. Are you enjoying this acquisition? She smiled. Yes, I am. Thanks for asking. Thank you for joining me today in reading a few pages from Toasting Up Trouble by Linda Wiken. I hope you'll buy the book, and if you want to learn more about Linda or the book, why don't you go to the website below, click on the links, and you'll find out all you can. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time.